In this video, we will address the question of what is organic chemistry, and also, in a broader sense, the question of why should I care? So let's go ahead and get started by looking at what we're referring to when we say organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is the subfield of chemistry that focuses on the study of carbon-containing compounds. And not only carbon-containing compounds, but organic compounds or organic molecules are described as compounds that contain carbon and hydrogen. The reason why this composes an entire subfield of chemistry, these molecules that have carbon and hydrogen atoms, is because there are lots and lots of carbon-containing compounds. The number of carbon-containing compounds, or the number of so-called organic molecules, numbers greater than 10 million. So organic molecules are very, very, very ubiquitous. In fact, if we were comparing the number of organic molecules in the world, known molecules that have carbon and hydrogen and hence are referred to as organic molecules, and compare that to the number of inorganic molecules, that is, compounds that don't contain carbon and hydrogen, the number of non-carbon containing molecules or inorganic molecules is about 1.7 million. So, based on these numbers, organic molecules really have a prominent effect on the world. Carbon-containing molecules also are a key topic of study because carbon-containing molecules, or these organic compounds, organic molecules, are really the key to life. The majority of molecules present within your body would be classified as organic molecules. They have carbons and hydrogens. And the same is true of all forms of life. And this is one reason why organic molecules are so prevalent and so numerous in the world. Some examples of carbon-containing compounds, to give you an idea about why you should care about the field of organic chemistry, is these organic molecules include a variety of substances that we run into every day, such as hormones are constructed from carbon and hydrogen atoms, along with other common atoms that appear within organic molecules. So the prerequisite is that the molecules have to have carbon and hydrogen. Also, commonly, you will observe within organic molecules oxygen atoms, nitrogen atoms, phosphorus atoms, sulfur atoms, and halogen atoms. Remember that halogens are the next to the last column of the periodic table, including chlorine, bromine, fluorine, and iodine. So these atoms within organic molecules are common and frequently observed, but they're not the must-haves. In order for a molecule to be classified as organic, it absolutely has to have carbons and hydrogens. And the case with hormones is hormones very commonly have carbons and hydrogens as the absolute must-have. They also very typically have oxygen atoms as well, sometimes nitrogen atoms also. Vitamins, such as vitamin C, vitamin B12, and a variety of others, are built upon carbon and hydrogen skeletons and typically incorporate other atoms as well into those vitamin molecules. Medicines, the vast majority of medicines that are on the market today are organic molecules, having a variety of these atoms that we typically see within organic molecules. Carbohydrates are constructed of organic carbons and hydrogens, making them organic molecules. Same is true of other fundamental biomolecules, including lipids or fats, including nucleic acids, the building blocks of DNA, and additionally including proteins. So as you look around, the majority of substances that you can observe within your environment are organic molecules. In addition to these substances that we ingest, there are also a variety of organic molecules that we use in consumer products, such as plastics are a huge source of organic molecules. Fabrics, particularly synthetic fabrics, would be representing man-made organic molecules. So with this, there's a huge array of organic molecules, and that's why this forms its entire field of study. Living things make thousands of different organic molecules, and the process by which living things make organic molecules is referred to as biosynthesis. Let me go ahead and write that down for us here. So the term biosynthesis, we can dissect that, bio meaning biological, synthesis referring to the production of or assembly of, and all living things make thousands of different organic molecules by this process referred to as biosynthesis. So we can just define this as the production of organic molecules by living things. Some key examples of organic molecules made through biosynthesis include vitamin C, which is produced by citrus plants such as oranges, and is a relatively complex molecule, meaning it has a lot of different atoms beyond just carbons and hydrogens. Penicillin, blockbuster antibiotic that revolutionized medicine and revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections, is produced by a fungus. Cholesterol is a molecule produced by animals, by humans natively, as well as by other animals such as cows, chickens, etc., and hence the origin of cholesterol in food. Bacteria often produce natural gas or methane, which represents a biosynthesis product as well. In addition to biosynthesis being an origin of organic compounds, also organic compounds come from traditional synthesis or synthesis in the lab, as we could refer it to. And within the lab, chemists are responsible for the synthesis of organic molecules that are used in a variety of consumer products, such as plastics and a plethora of others. Medicines can be produced both by biosynthesis, such as penicillin being produced by a fungus. These compounds can also be produced in laboratories by humans using a variety of different chemicals and mixing them together in the traditional sense of what we think of when we usually picture a chemist. And one thing to keep in mind is that quite frequently, compounds that were originally produced by living things, such as vitamin C, can also be produced in the lab. And these compounds that are synthesized in the lab are identical in chemical and physical properties to those produced biologically. For example, vitamin C can be purchased as a product made in a lab and bottled up into pills, and that's identical in all of its properties to vitamin C that originated from nature. So with all of this in mind, we can gather an overview of what a broad field organic chemistry is, with the central theme being that in order for a molecule to be classified as an organic molecule, it has to have carbon and hydrogen atoms. If it doesn't have both of those, it is not an organic molecule. And within the realm of organic molecules, there's a huge diversity and vast array of functions of these different molecules. And what we're going to dive into in the upcoming videos are some of the details and fundamentals of organic chemistry so that we can understand how to look at the chemical structure of something like vitamin C and understand exactly what we are looking at and make predictions about the types of roles that vitamin C and other molecules may play in biology.